And for Team WCE, we have LuMiX as the purple Zerg at the top right, and Tenryu as the red Terran at the bottom left. And for Team SK, we have Troy as the brown Zerg at the top left, and Crush QC as the white Protoss at the bottom right. I do believe Zerg is considered stronger on 2v2, so having one Zerg apiece definitely makes more sense than the last 2v2 we saw, where I think there were 2 Protosses, a Terran, and just one Zerg, I think. Right, so again that means it's going to be cross positions our teammates, so helping your teammate out in the early game could be more difficult. And I fully expect 2-gate again from Protoss, 2 racks from Terran. You know, early aggression is the name of the game in 2v2. If you can 2v1 one of your opponents out of the game straight away, that is a huge advantage for your team. And we do see the 9 pull here from LuMiX as well as from Troy. A pretty early probe scout here into Tenryu's base. I believe this was a pylon scout. Sadly, since this is a 1v1, I don't think a gas deal makes that much sense because the Terran will be going for Marines anyway. So you can see he's not going to bother with that. We're going to see an SCV scout to the top left. Going to see the Zerg player over there. And there we go, there's the 2 gates. It looks like all these guys kind of know what's going on here, kind of know what's up. The only player from this list that I know is LuMiX, who is a TL regular. I don't know too much about him though. He's a pretty decent Zerg player. You can see both players getting the gas, gonna go for that Ling speed, get those mutas eventually, and there of course is the 2 barracks, as I suggested earlier. So the Zerg players with their speedlings will of course have the most mobility here. Terrans will generally have the least mobility, have the least power in the early game, I think. And it looks like Crush is going to send his very early probe scout over to his allies' base to potentially make cannons or something? I'm not really sure what this is for. He doesn't have a forge yet. I mean, I guess it'll stop him from being eliminated if he gets 2v1, but it's not very useful if you just have a pylon around, I guess. Alright, so Zerglings do see each other. Not too much else happening. There's going to be a forge here, okay. Keep his ally alive with the forge. Interesting. So it seems maybe going for the fast forge is the way to go in 2v2. Like I said, I don't really know anything about 2v2. It was cut out of Pro League fairly early on. Although there was a pretty active 2v2 foreign scene for a while. I mean, there was a 2v2 ladder on IC Cup with some regulars up there. Oh, got some links from LuMiX coming in here. Trying to attack Troy. The cannons aren't done yet, but the link count is pretty close, so the cannons should finish in time here. One SCV from Tenryu trying to help out. And whoa, actually, oh man, he might get in here. If he can get in before the cannons finish, but this cannon is going to finish, and more links are coming in, so I think Troy is going to be fine here. Yeah, it turns out the cannons were completely necessary, and you can see the Zealots now go for the counterattack at LuMix's base, but they're going to get completely surrounded here. 2 Zealots were even coming to help out from Crush QC. But that means his own base is vulnerable. You can see the scouting overlord from LuMix sees no Zealots left in the base, and so his speedlings can run in here. Now there is one cannon finished. Probes are coming off the line. Oh man, this is so close! Oh man, and he realizes with the overlord that the probes are going to block. He's going to try and kill as many probes as he can, it seems. The Zerglings aren't going to really get in here, especially with the second cannon finishing. Tenryu sent his Marines over to try and do something as well, but with all those cannons there, not really much that they can do. Looks like LuMiX actually got in with 2 speedlings into the main base. Those could potentially do a decent amount of damage, especially if Crush QC is not paying attention. Oh man, he's got some units over at LuMix's base, but LuMix already has the defensive sunken colony in place. These Zerglings, looks like they get one more probe maybe. Looks like 3 kills between the 2 of them. Something's going on here at the front. It looks like the last Zergling does fall. Now the Marines of Tenryu are in a little bit of trouble. They're too slow. Oh no, they have Stim, but they have no medic with them. So nothing to heal away their damage, but the reinforcements from LuMiX are coming in, and it looks like it's going to be in favor of Team WCE, this little exchange. Meanwhile, another hatchery being placed here from Troy in a position to even build some defensive sunken colonies, whereas Tenryu is actually going for the expansion here. Oh man, if that expansion gets online, Tenryu is going to be a powerhouse in this game. Remember I said, the strategy is one player, you could both go for a bit of an aggro opening, so 9 pull and 2 racks, and then one player can keep up the aggressiveness, and the other player can play a bit more macro oriented, and you basically kind of cover each other's weaknesses here. A couple of fire bats even out now for Tenryu, so it looks like Tenryu is going to be kind of like the sleeper here for Team WCE. LuMiX is just going to try and buy some time, put on some pressure, make sure LuMiX can get his expansion going, and then he is going to be super powerful going into the mid-late game. Although it's going to be interesting though, since he is going Medic Marine, if Crush can get something like Reavers out, that would be pretty insane. But looks like a big attack coming in here. Mutas are out though for Troy. Mutas really helping out for Troy, but that Firebat got a big roast on those probes. A decent number of probes have been killed. Oh man, really poor probe count left for Crush, unfortunately, due to the constant pressure. His ally, Troy, is trying to help him out. His ally did rush for 1 base Mutalisk. But look at this. Oh, man. Very few probes left for Mr. Crush QC. Now, what is Tenryu doing? He does have his expansion up, getting some turrets to help deal with those Mutas. LuMiX, meanwhile, just in turtle mode here. He's got a second hatchery, but he doesn't really have that much. Got the spore colonies to help him against the Mutas, but his job is kind of done, right? His job was just to make lings and keep the SK players on the defensive and away from his teammate. And now Tenryu, with this expansion, is in super nice position to carry the game for LuMiX. Now, the question is, what is the tech? Okay, the tech is going to be Dark Templars. And these Mutalisks from Troy are going to run around trying to pick off all the free Overlords. Get one more there. Which means poor LuMiX is down at 17 of 10 supply. But as long as he doesn't die right now, he can catch up later on. And Tenryu should be shouldering the burden. Tenryu's almost playing like a 1v1 TVZ style here. Kind of interesting. I mean, it kind of makes sense because Crush lost so many probes. Like, even though he's got his Templar tech up right now, he's pretty far behind. Then again, Troy is on 1 base Muta, so it's not like he has an insane economy either. It looks like his Muta is going to try and make something happen. Oh man, if they can actually kill the Spore Colony, that's going to open up the top side here. Oh man, it looks like LuMiX was relying on just the 1 Spore on the top side was not enough, and LuMiX actually now in a bit of trouble. But look at this, Tenryu immediately with the counterattack to the top left. There's nothing really he can really do for LuMiX here. There's no point sending all his Marines over across map to save his ally. Instead, he's going to try and counterattack, force Troy to bring his Mutas home defensively. Now, there are 2 cannons at the top of the ramp. Oh, he's going to grab 1 Overlord straight away. There's a sunken there as well. A bunch of drones were made. Looks like some links are running out for LuMiX to try and distract. And looks like he's going to use that opportunity to remake his Spore up here. He already lost his Assimilator. Or, sorry, his Extractor, rather. And looks like the Lings are actually going to support this attack. But the drones blocking could be huge here. Look at this, the drones causing a lot of issues on this ramp. He's got a few units shooting down, but the Mutas are here as well. And I don't think this is going to work at all. Oh man, this attack did not do anything and caused Tenryu to lose his entire first Bioforce. Only like 1 drone was killed, and that was it. Really horrible attack there. And now the DTs are out for Crush QC. He's going to go for the counterattack. Looks like now the SK team is going to go after LuMiX here. LuMiX with very little to do. He's got his Spire almost complete. He's got another Spore Colony even, but the DTs are coming in. Now there is 1 Sunken Colony as anti-ground defense. Will the Mutas actually just go for the Sunkens. No, they're actually just going to cover the DTs. The DTs are going to go after the Spore Colonies, and this could be really bad. LuMiX is trying to defend with the drones, but he can't drill on the other side of the Spore. The Spore on the top side is going to fall. He can even kill the Sunken. LuMiX is in serious trouble right now, and he needs Tenryu to do something, but look at Tenryu. Tenryu's not moving. Tenryu, he's got a small-ish army, a few links coming out to save the day here for LuMiX. Oh man, looks like while this has been going on though, Crush QC has taken another base. He's got another base up right now. And actually, I think I mentioned Reavers earlier, but this makes way more sense, getting the Psystorm, because the DTs are generally useful, and the Psystorm is generally useful as well. Reavers take a lot of control, and I'm not sure if it's necessarily worth it. I guess Reavers are fine. But this is a nice follow-up, because of course Psystorm absolutely demolishes Bio. Bio's overall HP is just too low to even dodge very well. But it looks like LuMiX at least survived long enough to get his Spire up, so he has his own air units to try and fight off Troy here. But Troy, with some pretty good Muta Micro, is just taking him down. Looks like Troy planning on taking another hatchery. He's actually got plenty of minerals, but it's just too focused on the Muta Micro here. If he can, grabs two of those Mutas, and he's gonna take down LuMix's gas again, which means LuMix cannot produce any more of his Mutas. But now the army of Tenryu is massing up here once again. But if Troy just holds the top of that ramp, it's gonna be good. Troy actually, for some reason, has an extractor here. Did he have a hatchery that died? I'm actually slightly confused about what happened there. I may have just completely missed an expansion getting killed. Maybe Tenryu sent an army up here and killed him or something, but I don't know. Anyway, looks like he's moving in here. More Sunkens are being made. Are the Mutas going to have to come back and defend? There is a Science Vessel, so the DTs won't really be able to do anything. And here we go. The Sunken Cannon combo defense. Is it going to be enough to hold? Oh my god, it's definitely going to be enough to hold, I think. Well, maybe not. The Mutas are not coming back yet. And it looks like now they're coming back. Now he realizes the threat, but now there's an army of High Templars moving to help him out as well. Looks like the Marines actually are busting through. The second Sunken Colony is going to finish. Is there anything in the main base? There's nothing in the main base. He could kill a lot of drones here. The Mutas are coming back though, and the DT as well, and it looks like, oh man, the DT falls, but with this many Mutas, it should get cleaned up. And this is actually an insanely tense game. Big Irradiate! But it looks like the Mutas weren't actually stacked. So able to take that out quickly, and only medics remain here, and a bunch of random High Templar that are just kind of awkwardly standing in the middle of the map. This is actually a pretty sick 2v2. Holy moly. I didn't realize 2v2s were this awesome, and he's just mining this gas with 1 billion drones, because why not? Alright. Oh no, it's definitely not efficient. Look, oh no, he's pushing him out the top side. Oh no. Pull some guys off gas, LuMiX. Oh! I don't know what a random High Templar was doing down here, but it got the money storm, and I don't know what these SCVs are doing over here. Was there like a storm drop or something? What the heck is going on? What the heck are these guys doing? Are they just gonna build another base here? Okay, I guess they're just gonna build another base here. These 2v2 players, man, they got some crazy ideas, but I love it. I freaking love it. Oh, he has found him. Okay, no, but seriously, what the heck were they doing over there? Oh, there's the command. Okay, no, he was making an expansion. He wanted to make some turrets. And before he could actually do that, the Mutas took him out. But a nice Irradiate on those Mutas. Oh, man, beautiful Irradiate. And he is actually getting another base! Alright, well that one was less impressive. The random assassin High Templars are an interesting choice here for Crush QC. He's getting goon range now. Gonna get some goons out. Seems good. No siege tanks here. Tenryu producing pure Voltras. Surely siege tanks would be a good investment. Well, actually, maybe not. I mean, there's no ground units yet. I mean, Crush QC has only just started making Dragoons. Oh no, he's got no obs though. Oh man, he needs... He needs obs. Or he needs LuMiX to get Overlord speed. Either one. Oh no, the Vultures could kill these guys in the back. Wait, he's got no obs. He can't really attack here, right? Well, he's gonna deny the third. Idiot! Wait, does that actually kill them? Whoa, it actually does! Wow, irradiated High Templar. Oh man, and he's now getting caught in the back. The High Templars need to live. Oh man, 2 High Templars falling straight away, but look at it! The storm! The storm is too good! He's gotta be careful not to storm his friendly mutas. Or wait, are those friendly? I can't even tell. Yeah, those are friendly. Oh man, and the third base gets taken down. The Archon probably needs the mutas to help him out. Holy moly. Interesting irradiate there. I guess he didn't get EMP? Oh, EMP wasn't finished researching it. It was so close to being finished. If he could have EMP'd all those High Templars, that could have been very different. But as it is, going to kill off this command center, Team SK, with a small victory. And now it looks like Crush QC is coming in with the rest of his army. And this Marine force is not very big anymore. More High Templars coming in. And this is why you don't go Medic Marine in TVP. But the Vultures with the High Templar snipes. Boom! No storms for you, and the Lynx coming in from the back, and what I thought was going to be another victory for Team SK actually goes completely the other way. The Protoss force is the one that gets annihilated without doing anything. Meanwhile, Crush QC is trying to take this base. There is a Ling there, but it appears to be out of vision. Holy moly. And here comes the counterattack into Troy's natural. WCE. Trying to do some damage of their own. Looks like there's going to be a Muta fight here in the air. I'm a little bit surprised Protoss isn't getting any Corsairs to help deal with all these big air battles, but I guess he's just focusing on the High Templar. But man, he really needs a Robo too. Dude, man, this guy really needs some other tech besides just Templar tech. Either Robo for detection or Stargate for Corsairs to help in the air war. I mean, Corsairs would just vastly swing the air war in their favor. But I think Robo is probably more important because these mines are just doing a serious number on the Protoss. But here we go. The natural expansion of Troy was killed in retaliation for losing Tenryu's third. But it looks like he's going to lose his army yet again. But now we have another counterattack. This is counterattacks everywhere, but there's 5 cannons here. Oh my god, but he could get a big High Templar snipe! Oh, he's only got 3 or 4 mutas, I think. 1 Templar goes down. The other 2 immediately turn into an Archon without even trying to storm. Maybe he just didn't have energy and didn't want to wait for it. Now the other units are coming in. I don't think they're going to be able to kill this Archon with that Dragoon there. But what a ridiculous game. And now LuMiX's expansion attempt that he isn't able to cancel is going to be taken down here. It appears that LuMiX does not have the air required to actually defend the space, so he's also going to have to lose his expansion. But, actually I didn't notice, but Troy has a hidden base at the 12 o'clock. Troy actually got a hidden base. And it appears that Crush QC is going to be able to keep his 6 o'clock alive, which means the SK team, I feel, is in a pretty strong position right now, especially with Tenryu about to mine out his main base. SK feel like they have a lock on this game. Oh man. This is amazing. Oh my god, I was never a huge fan of 2v2s, but this game is awesome. Holy moly. And I keep having to like remind myself who's on whose team. Uh-oh. Looks like the mutas from LuMiX have discovered this base of Troy. Where are Troy's mutas? Troy's mutas are on the other side of the map. They're counterattacking. The Dragoons are not going to be enough to save this base. All of the drones are going to die. Oh my god, he's not even pulling the drones. Wait, but oh no, that's the Purple's ally. Alright, never mind. And if the mutas come back, they're just going to get irradiated. Tenryu has his science vessels here, so that if the mutas come back, they're going to get owned by the irradiate. And look at this. Troy knows he doesn't want to come back to defend. He just wants to counterattack. He's just given up the base. I don't know why he didn't pull the drones, though. He could have pulled the drones. But he's does he have spores? Okay, he has spores in his base. And actually, this is going back the other way. I thought SK was in a good position, but after giving up that 12 o'clock for free, that is not great. The threat of these science vessels doing a lot. Now the muta's going in here. I don't think they're going to do well. There's actually only 1 spore finished. The second spore was not morphed. He can even dematrix a muta if he wants to be super awesome. But look at this! Look at this! Not enough Marines for Tenryu. But Troy is in big trouble in his main base. He's pulling his mutas back right now. What is Crush doing? Crush needs to do something. Oh man, he has no obs. So his army just keeps getting blown up by spider mines. It looks like the returning mutas are going to be enough for Troy to survive, but not after losing so many drones. Catastrophic damage to the drone line, but how much damage can Crush do? Crush is up at 132 supply. The mutas going in, trying to kill as much as they can. This army from Crush could actually could actually finish the game here, maybe. This army has a lot of High Templars. It's 63 supply for Tenryu. He's at 124 supply. He's got double his opponent's supply right here. He's got maximum supply, but oh, big storms on the SCVs! Big storms on the SCVs. And it looks like he is busting down the Terran Natural. Remember, he's on 3 bases right now. He's mined out his main, though, so technically 2. He's got triple forge! What the heck is this? What is that? The forge farm is going triple upgrades for Crush QC. And he's taking the 3 o'clock base as well. Crush QC taking this like a boss. Man, I thought this was going to go the other way around. I thought Tenryu, because Tenryu got his expansion the fastest, remember? All other 3 players were on 1 base, where Tenryu had 2 base. But Tenryu, unfortunately, got himself a bit locked into the bio composition, which gets absolutely destroyed by High Templars. So it didn't matter that he had the economic advantage. He couldn't really do anything. And finally, Troy is using his overlords to help the goons sweep mines. You can see still no observatory, no robo even, for Protoss. Instead, Troy is just accompanying his ally with the overlords to provide detection and stop them from getting blown up. I'm not sure how well this works, though, considering you need to tell your ally where to go with the overlords. And they can't keep up with the goons either. Oh my god. But now he's going after the Zerg player. LuMiX is in trouble right now. Nothing really to defend. Goon Templar, pretty strong. Overlords for detection. The mutas are coming in, but this is a super beefy composition. But there is a counterattack of Medic Marine going into the 6 o'clock. Looks like the mutas are just going to get wiped out here at the front. LuMiX in trouble, but the siege tanks are finally on the field. If Tenryu had siege tanks earlier supported by the bio, he may not have been in this situation. But he does now have them. But there's 8 cannons at the 6 o'clock, and it looks like Team SK is going to back off after killing that hatchery. They know that's the important thing. The main is virtually mined out. Pretty soon, both Zerg players are going to be mined out on their 1 base. The Terran player has actually lifted his main command center in order to mine from his natural. The cannons on the side have been killed by siege tanks, though, and Coons are bugging out. But look at the minimap. The Protoss army is coming down from the back, going to come smash the siege tanks, which are now unsupported by the bio. And it looks like the 3rd base is going to be saved with very minimal damage here. Which means both Zerg players are kind of pretty out of the game. They're both mined out, not really able to take expansions. And GG from Tenryu! GG from Tenryu, Team SK, with Crush QC carrying with his 3 Forge build. Take down this amazing back and forth 2v2 game. Holy moly, what a game that was.